Capitol Drive, Kapitolyo, folks. Haven't been here for 2 years. Last time I was here was the beginning of the pandemic, really, or it's just as it got bad, and it was terrible. Most of the restaurants were closed. The couple were doing dine-in. That was kind of still allowed at that point. They didn't even seem to be doing takeout. There's hardly anything happening. But now, Juanita's Bistro. So there's an enormous variety of food down this street. And if you come to Manila, Kapitolyo is definitely a place that's worth coming to. And Capitol Drive's a great place to come to because you can walk it and you can choose where you're going to eat. And if you don't get hit by a car, you might be pleasantly surprised with what you find. This place is a carinderia. It bills itself as a turo, which means to point, but it's fairly expensive considering, you know, what prices you'd normally pay at a carinderia. It's called Canaan Augusto, but it's a good looking place. So there's an Irish pub, Patrick's Irish Pub, coming up the hill now, and there's a lot more around. Just across the road there's some Indian food, and then a little bit further up here there's the Poco Deli, where they make their own sausages and cured meats. And I went in there before as I was walking down the hill, and it looks pretty good. It's fairly expensive. They make a Reuben sandwich, and I might go back there at some stage and have a Reuben sandwich. Ever the quest for the best Reuben sandwich. Across the road is Caution, hot, and I vlogged there during the pandemic and had an extremely spicy noodle soup that was pretty delicious. So we're getting into the thick of it now. All sorts of stuff. The Goto King, Balai Pandasal, Tito's Latin Barbecue, Jamie's Kebabs, Lao Taipei. That sounds interesting. That's rather interesting. I wouldn't mind knowing a bit more about that. And Canadian comfort food. I'm still not sure what that is. Oh, there's lots around. Three Sisters. Vlog there as well. Oh, just stepped in a pothole. This is great. There's a pizza shop across the road. What I'm starting to think now is we'll go a little bit further, and I'm starting to, an idea's come into my mind about where we'll end up and have some dinner. There's everything here for every budget. There's fine dining just down there at Cafe Juanita. But we'll keep going because I'm almost sold on my good idea. Alright, so we were on East Capitol Drive, and now we've just turned onto West Capitol Drive. So it's a little bit further down here to Cafe Juanita, but we won't go there. But it's a lovely place, and if you're interested, I've vlogged it. So just search my channel, Cafe Juanita. Fine dining Filipino next to a Japanese sushi restaurant. And right across the road, an American restaurant. I really like these kinds of, you know, food zones. You know, half the fun is just wandering around and choosing what it is that you'd like to eat. So we're still on West Capitol Drive, and we're just about to turn off down a little side street called San Rafael. Just turn off here. Now I also vlogged down here a couple of years ago, and there was a great little Thai place, and then at the very end of the meal they told me that they were closing because the pandemic had killed them off. But I don't think they're here anymore. Doesn't look like it. That's where they used to be. A little bit down this side street. Pansett, Malabon, Dolores. The Kowloon House, world's best dim sum. But it's not even here that we're going to have dinner. So we're walking back out of San Rafael down to West Capitol Drive, and then we'll cross over, and so I assume it's San Rafael that continues on, and then we'll take the first left, and some of you may know where we're heading. We're getting closer. Alright, this is it. We've arrived. I've heard quite a bit about this place. I've never been here, so this is going to be a first. Frankies New York Buffalo Wings. Frankies New York Buffalo Wings. I'm just checking out the menu. Counted, they've got 14 different flavours of wings, with the Frankies Classic Buffalo coming in mild, spicy and super spicy. And it's not just wings, it's drumsticks and drumettes and there's hamburgers. And so you buy them by the half a dozen. And there's basic flavours and premium flavours. Half a dozen of the regular basic flavour is 309 pesos. These are chicken wings we're talking about. And then the premium flavoured half a dozen for the regular is 339. Alright, so we'll get two. But I want to try the super spicy buffalo, classic buffalo wings. And then we'll try something completely different. Can you tell me, what's your best seller?
Salted eggs, sir.
Salted eggs, the
Yes.
best seller. Is it really?
Then Frankies Classic Buffalo, sir.
And do people order the super spicy a lot?
Yes, sir.
They do.
Yes, sir.
And it's really super spicy, is it?
Yes, super
oh my
spicy.
god. Alright. Do you sell beer?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Thank God.
We have alcohol drinks, sir, and then hard drinks, sir.
Oh, well, I'll stick with beer. Alright, I'll have Frankie's Classic Buffalo Wings.
Yes, sir.
I'll have half a dozen.
Sir. What level of
Super spicy. And
We
then...
have free dip, sir, for Frankies Classic Buffalo. Choices of dip is aioli, blue cheese, then ranch dip, sir.
Oh yeah. Which one do people normally order?
Blue cheese, sir.
They order the blue cheese.
Yes, sir.
This is a heart attack on wheels, this meal. Okay, I'll have the blue cheese, thanks. And then I'll get half a dozen. Oh, what do you reckon? What about the hickory?
Yes, sir. One of bestseller dip.
It is? Oh, all right, I'll get the hickory barbecue,
Yes, sir.
because that seems like it'd be a bit different. Yeah, and I'll get a San Miguel Light.
San Miguel.
Do you have San Miguel Light?
Yes, sir. Pale Pilsen, premium. We have San Mig Light,
Yeah, just a San Mig Light.
San Mig Light.
Yeah, thanks. And do you have service water?
Yes, we have.
I'll have a glass of
service
service water too, thank you. Just in case I get into trouble.
water. Can I have your name, sir?
Yeah, it's Marshall.
Sir Marshall.
Yeah.
Repeat order ko na lang, sir. Half dozen classic buffalo, super spicy,
Yes.
blue cheese dip,
Yes.
half dozen hickory barbecue,
Yes.
and one San Mig Light.
Excellent.
Okay, sir.
And a service water.
Yes.
Excellent.
We have
Thank
service
you.
water, sir.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm nervous and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The reason I say Marshall is if I say Marshall, they can't hear the R because Filipinos pronounce their R's like Americans. Whereas in Australia we say Marshall. In America or the Philippines they say Marshall. We're getting closer. We've got the beer. I've got the service water. And I've got the glove so you don't burn your fingers. Alright, they're here. What have we got?
Classic buffalo, super spicy,
This is the classic buffalo super spicy and
blue cheese,
blue cheese dip,
half dozen hickory barbecue.
hickory barbecue. Right, okay. And I don't have room for that, so could I have another napkin? Evie? Thank you. This is the blue cheese dip. So we'll start, we'll start with the hickory, barbecued hickory, an easy one. There's a lot of sauce. It's pretty good, it's pretty messy. I forgot to wear the glove. Yeah, this is nice. I can taste the hickory, that smoky sort of flavour. And now, to the star of the show. So these are the super spicy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy and very messy. I don't think you bring a first date here. Oh boy, oh, it is a bit spicy. It is a bit spicy, yes. Changed, I've gone for the glove because I'm just running out of napkins. Oh, these are pretty spicy. Half a dozen of these. I noticed that a lot of people are ordering rice, and it would actually be a good idea because it would mop up the sauce, because there's so much sauce. I'm going to stick with it. Oh, that is pretty spicy. Oh, that beer is good. So with the super spicy wings, you get the free blue cheese dip. So we'll try that out. It tastes like a cheese dip. Oh boy. My nose is starting to run. I had tears in my eyes before. Oh wow. This beer's not going to last long. I'll have another hickory, barbecued hickory. A dozen wings, that'll fill you up. This is my last super spicy wing. Let me know in the comments if you've been to Frankies before, what your favourite wings were. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. They're the super spicy Frankies classic buffalo wings. These are the hickory wings, which I actually don't really like, so I'm not going to finish them. This is the blue cheese sauce, which I didn't particularly like either. But the super spicy wings were pretty good, and boy, they were pretty spicy. Alright, here's the bill. 733 pesos. So 339 pesos for the super spicy wings. Hickory wings are 309 pesos. And the San Mig Light was 85 pesos, 733 pesos. And they're not kidding. Those super spicy wings are pretty spicy and very messy. Thank you. Thanks very much. Well, that was Frankie's first time. It was pretty much what I expected. It's in First Street in Kapitolyo, which is just off San Rafael, which is off West Capitol Drive. So, you know, if you're in the mood for some spicy wings or one of their other flavours, it's not bad. It's reasonably expensive. A dozen wings and a beer for 755. And if you're looking for a reference point, it's right next door to Canto Freestyle.